back or welcome to our channel.
And in this video, we'll be playing a mega fun obby, answering a bunch of questions and telling you what our biggest regret is.
So let's get into it. What is a habit you want to break and what is a habit you want to like start doing? Anyway, a habit I want to start doing is I want to start making my bed more because Mum recently got me some Duna sheets and now I love making my bed. And so I want to make my bed every morning and sometimes I get a little bit off track with the guinea pig schedule and sometimes I'll clean their cage the second day.
The guinea pig schedule.
The guinea pigs.
Sometimes I do it in the afternoon instead of the morning and
that ruins your whole day when you do that.
I'll always just be like not looking forward to it and by the end of the day I'm like I don't want to do that and I just kind of like always end up trying to put it off, but obviously I have to do it. No, it just gives me a bad feeling throughout the day sort of thing. But yeah, I think that's my habits. What about Socky? What's your bad habits and what's a habit?
My bad habits are definitely like not sticking to a task, like getting distracted.
I feel like, oh no.
I feel like what you do is you say you're gonna do it, but then not actually do it.
One of my bad habits is like trying to be Biggie in obbies and Biggie getting really.
As you can see, that's my face, and right now I'm stressed.
I'm just having a really difficult time sorting out Pluto and Winky's training and what the end goal is. I'm trying to sort that out in my head. See, this is a habit I want to get more used to, being Biggie in games. Like right now I'm beating him. This is definitely a habit I want to stride.
Everything really, like table tennis, like everything.
Biggie, what is a bad habit that you have and a habit you want to like start doing? When me and Biggie went out surfing, this guy was like, Biggie's like, Naz, you have to catch the wave. Naz, catch the wave.
Naz, catch a wave, because Naz couldn't catch a wave and she never caught the wave, so she just stayed in the channel the whole time. So I was like, Naz, catch a wave, like come on, it's just small, you can do it. And then this guy was like, come on Naz, catch a wave, because I was saying it like 20 times.
And like I'm not sure about the rules there of what type of surfboards you're allowed in certain areas of the beach, but I'm pretty sure fiberglass surfboards aren't allowed in the north end of Bondi.
Yes, they're not.
And only foamy boards because there's a lot of swimmers there and stuff. Anyway, there was this crazy, the beach was so busy, there was so many swimmers. Anyway, this guy.
I thought he was that guy, basically.
He thought he was that guy.
Wait, was that the one that looked like Archerita?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was trying to catch like every single wave he saw.
I like see how many swimmers he could like run over.
Like proper bad, and then getting angry at people to move out of the way. Like these people are swimming and he was with the swimmers as well. He wasn't like out the back.
And I hate that because like you can be a perfectly good surfer, it's just like you can't stop someone from like running into your board, even though like you're in there, like that's
yes you can. If you're a Giga Chad, you can stop someone.
No, you can't, Socky. You can't. You can't do it.
Weak-minded.
You can get out of the way though. Like you're kind of wrong with one.
You can't. If someone jumps in front of your board, there's like so many kicks like that. Like when we went out to Waikiki Beach, the problem wasn't catching a wave. Like anyone can do that. You can be a perfectly good surfer and still run someone over because they're just idiots.
Yeah, I agree.
I got run over there like what, 35 billion trillion times. Like,
is that because it's your fault for getting in their way though?
There's like 20 people and the wave was like a barrier. I couldn't get past that.
Oh, this one is a really good question.
What is
Fire
it?
away.
What advice would you give like 5-year-old you?
Oh, I hate giving advice. Oh, my 5-year-old self.
Don't wish to grow.
Wait, Socky, can you say 5-year-old for?
Say 5-year-old.
I'm not gonna. A 5-year-old.
5-year-old? No.
Stop, I'm saying it. 5-year-old. 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 So there's a 5-year-old.
I know, it's gonna
crying.
I'd tell my 5-year-old self to enjoy their childhood because adulthood is not as fun as it may seem when you're a little kid. Because
I would tell myself to stop.
Because when you're little, you think like, oh, I can't wait to grow up because I get to like say,
give this advice to Naz!
and eat ice cream like every single day. But then now as an adult, I realize like staying up really late to make you really grumpy throughout the day, and eating ice cream is gonna give me diabetes.
I really wish I told, like, if I could say one thing to my 5-year-old self, 5-year-old, it would be to enjoy their childhood. I remember my childhood just like, I always wanted to grow up and I wanted to do this and that because I wasn't allowed whatever. You just have more problems coming your way. You are expected to do certain things that like, you may not feel like you want to do.
And if you don't do those things, you'll be in trouble.
Yeah, and then you don't do these things and people think less of you because you're an adult now, so you got, know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Sort of not.
But when you're a kid, your life is free. Like people make excuses for you and everything, but when you're an adult.
I think it does apply to everyone, but like when you're a kid, you're like, life's so easy. You get to play with toys and you don't even have to clean them up. And then after when you're like maybe 6 or something, you have to clean them up. You're like, my life sucks so much. But when you're 10, you're like, my life sucks so much.
I really liked using the vacuum actually when I was young.
Yeah.
Now I hate using the vacuum.
And you know, life just gets like low-key worse and worse. And honestly,
I love this talk. It's so nice and wholesome.
it's not very, you know what I mean? But like,
Until you get into like, I know that I went through puberty really late and had to like, it was a whole medical journey thing, but I am happy that like I didn't grow up too quick.
obviously everyone literally in the world has to go through it. I feel like it is really hard just like growing up and going through like puberty and stuff like that and developing insecurities. Although it's like not hard, it just like sucks.
Yeah.
It's just like sad.
I feel like it's the part of growing up. I feel like what was hard for me was growing into like my adult body. Like I was like,
Yeah, it must have been really quick and like.
no, I didn't get growing pains because like I'm 5'2", so I'm not like that tall. But I was like 4'10" when I started. Yeah, and I feel like I did like actually puberty wise, I did grow quite quickly.
I think it's pretty interesting because some of our relatives like they went through puberty really early.
Yeah.
Crazy early, and we were all such late developers. But yet again, mum and papa were late.
Well, really, Naz isn't that late.
I'm average or a
That's
bit
average.
below average. But yet again, at the end of the day, puberty isn't a race. It really doesn't matter. It sucks feeling insecure. Like there's just like nothing you can do to like stop it, except accept yourself. But
It's so hard to accept yourself though, I feel like.
Then in order to accept yourself and be happy with yourself, you have to accept yourself.
Yeah, but how do you accept this?
it's like you said, in order to accept yourself, you have to accept yourself.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean like that. I mean like accept your flaws.
Yeah, that's the point of it, Socky. I guess I feel like it's like I feel feeling really good like in front of the mirror and like ready to go. But then like you walk out and you see like someone who's really, really pretty and like super like a lot slimmer than you, and like it really just rocks your confidence.
It's really must like, you know, struggle with that sort of stuff, and that's like, maybe I haven't just like grown up enough yet to have that, but like it sounds really sad.
Do boys get many? Do you reckon boys get as many insecurities as girls, Biggs?
Depends.
I'm sure they do.
It's not like a boy or girl thing. It's just a case-to-case human being basis.
I feel like I'm insecure about my voice because sometimes I stumble like when I talk to people.
Sometimes I talk so deep.
No, I guess like when I was little, like stumbling was like kind of like oh, it's cute, or like it will be like fixed when you're older, and I feel like it has been fixed a little bit. But I feel like when I get nervous, I really need to slow myself down because otherwise like my tongue feels like it's too fat in my mouth and like, I can't talk properly. And sometimes I feel like I don't know the exact words to say as well. Like when I was ordering like my medicine from the pharmacy the other day, I like didn't know exactly what to say. She looked like at me like I was crazy. The lady.
I hate when people look at you mean when like you're just trying to.
I did that one time with the because I filled in the reservation thing, and I went up to this lady and said, because like time said go, and she said slow down. I said, oh, for Norris, like because that's what you do like a restaurant. You're like if you have a book and you're like, oh, for Norris, and she looked at me like a really mean. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, oh, like,
okay,
no, it's nothing. And she's like, okay, buddy, like I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, oh, okay, mate. Like
She was just really mean. Long story short.
See, when I was saying before, like with growing into your adult body, I feel like lots of you right now are probably like, you know, going through a lot of changes.
Growing up is like.
It's fun to see the changes you go through, but it's more like
I think it's
like the awkward stage. I feel like is really hard. Like you remember when I had my braces on?
Just because you have braces on.
No, I was more talking around that time. Like I was like halfway through puberty, so I was just like the stuff was growing faster than like parts of my body was growing faster than other parts of my body. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but how does it make it awkward?
I feel like Stocky's just come out of her awkward stage like a while ago.
Whoa! No, Nancy, I've never been awkward in my life.
I don't understand what it's like to be awkward because like me.
I know what it means. I know what it means to be awkward.
See, guys, confidence is key.
I feel like I'm just starting to go into my awkward stage. Like I didn't think it'll be.
Stocky, what would your advice be for 5-year-old you? 5-year-old.
Why would be on this question?
Yeah, that's. Say it was like oh puberty blah blah blah. I think that's.
Oh, it's to be on this question. My advice for 5-year-old me would be to enjoy being young.
Yeah, I think we all have the same advice. We just like all thinking.
I think you're not even old enough to
Yeah,
say.
man, you're too. B, you aren't either.
Wow! Stop!
All of you pipe down.
Whoa! She's telling me to pipe down? This 12-year-old?
Oh, no.
Are you a 12-year-old?
Let's jump forward a year. What would you like to have achieved or done?
I would like to have achieved competing with Winky and Pluto in the dog competitions and getting Pluto his first place.
That's cool. By the time you're 40.
Next year.
Oh, 1 year, I was gonna say. I was like, that's your biggest goal when you're 40.
Yeah, I would like to achieve acting.
Acting!
Yes.
Give us your best acting now.
No, I don't like doing it now.
Yes, you're doing it now because what if
Give me a line, give me a line, I'll say it.
No.
Your handbag has a boo-boo in it. Say, my handbag is falling apart in a happy voice.
My handbags falling apart?
No, I did happy voice. I did happy voice. You gave me concerned voice.
You gave me concern.
Yeah.
My handbag's falling apart.
Nah.
No, I told my achievement in the next year, Nazi. I want to get good at acting. I'm not good now, so I want to get better at it.
Yes, finally.
See?
We're being realistic with ourselves.
Realism.
And we're all gonna join Soggy acting classes, yay!
What?
Does anyone want to talk about the biggest regret?
I gotta think of mine.
But I do regret like not saying stuff to people that would have been so funny to say at the time.
Yeah.
But then maybe I would regret that if I said it. That's like, you know what I mean? It's complicated.
My biggest regret is probably parking on the wrong side of the road. So now Mum and Papa are making me do extra hours.
She drove and parked on the wrong side of the road.
Yes.
Basically, all the cars face this way on one side of the road, and Sabre was facing this way.
And that means you have to go on the other side of the road, like onto oncoming traffic.
Make a weird U-turn. I don't even know how I did it.
I look back now and I feel really sad about years that I've wasted being mean to people. Like Mum, we used to I used to fight a little bit. I wasn't great, but I just feel so much happier now that I'm like got my life back together and I'm happy. And although I'm definitely still stuffing up, I'm not really perfect yet. I don't think I ever will be, but I'm happy that I'm getting better and I'm working towards being a better person. I'm not fighting with people as much and I'm trying to build my relationships.
I have regrets and I have no regrets.
Wholesome! Super wholesome. Next person.
I realize there's like researching dogs, you know, training a lot more. There's a lot of different opinions about what methods you use and what is bad, what is good and whatever. And like it's so funny because people and other trainers get so worked up about how someone else is doing something wrong or they're doing the wrong method on the dog, or it's like, and they have all the different opinions about whose method's better and whatever. But at the end of the day, you can only focus on yourself, and if you want someone to like what you're doing, you just need to focus on yourself and show why your method is the best. Now, I'm not sure how that really is going, how that translates to what Naz was saying, but that's also just another words of wisdom. If you want some,
I don't regret many things. I don't think there's anything wrong with not regretting things either.
I do agree with what Biggie saying.
So if you passed away, there would be nothing that you would change.
That's good.
No, I live life without regrets.
Anyway, thank you so much for coming along with us, and we really enjoyed spending some time with you. Catch me, Knuckles.